That whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And fires one incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential. but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a bit.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the outside. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run it with Ballage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Travis Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on a sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Balaj. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Now he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Off the option, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Kelsey out in the slot right. Kelsey, touchdown Kansas City.
Touchdown
Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelsey had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Damian Ratley.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down. This time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to...
That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
26.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Casey Hayward brought
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
But it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. His 3rd interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 26-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 87,
Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
It's the score. Chiefs 28, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Herbert. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Calling on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third and 6.
To throw on third down. Herbert, he's going to fire deep for Riley. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3.
26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Chris Harris.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
Back at the 13.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Two big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move.
First and
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Herbert on first down now. Rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
At the 17-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll get this to Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, it's Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Today's final score.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile,